I expected to come out today and film for you just the echoey, quiet streets of Istanbul, but no, it's not the case.
It's quiet.
So Michelle and I are in our little street here in Istanbul. Good morning, fella. How are you enjoying the sun? He lives outside in this kennel here. Yeah, well, things have changed a lot since the last video. Social distancing has become a lot more. This is a weekend. Look at the street. So we're going for a little walk. Just take you around the centre of Istanbul and just see how quiet it is today, because advice is, unless you have to, not to gather in social areas. It's just advice at the moment, and I think it's more about sort of staying separate from people. Cats of Istanbul, look. Morning, pussies. Hello. Hey. Now, we try to go for a walk every day, and there are people out. But it's notably different today than yesterday, so just in 24 hours. And there's a group of people here coming down towards us that have been down to the shops. So there are people out, and I even think some of the cafes are still open. But, good day. But let's take you out on the streets, have a little look around. So our local cobblers are still open. There's normally a cafe just here that everybody has their tea. And here's the high street. Oh, the market is open.
I said it was just meant to be for food, so we'll see.
So the open fruit and vegetable market is open. So that's nice. So we've got strawberries. Guy's got the Turkish breads. Hello, how are you? So this is the Sunday market. And I'm so pleased it's open today. Actually, we bought a lot of vegetables from our local little store, didn't we? We don't need to actually... Got the red or the dark carrots.
This is lemon.
Lemons, is it? Thank you. And this?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes?
Yes. Biber.
Pepper?
Yes. Patlıcan.
What do you say?
Patlıcan.
Patlıcan?
Yes.
Patlıcan, aubergine.
Patlıcan.
Oh, okay.
This salata.
Oh, okay.
Welcome.
Now, teşekkürler. Okay, lockdown Turkey. I'm so pleased to see people are still out and about. Oh yes, look at the loganberries Michelle's just spotted. I think... Are they not loganberries?
I'm not sure.
What's the name? Name?
Dut.
Dut.
Evet.
Dut.
Karadut.
Karadut.
Karadut, evet.
Karadut. Karadut.
Good, huh?
So this is a huge market. So this is locked down now. We are Sunday the 22nd of March. Lockdown in Istanbul. It's not fair to say. It's social distancing advised from the government at the moment. Locally, they're saying, go out and do your shopping as normal. But I'm so glad that the market traders are here. And sadly, we won't be buying a lot of vegetables from them because we're supporting our little small stores. The size of these cabbages. The size.
Thank you.
Hello.
Şunu çeksene. Burası çok güzel.
I wanted to film this market, but I assumed this Sunday it would be closed. But let's take you through anyway. It's actually a lot quieter. Normally you're sort of like shoulder to shoulder with people, so a little bit quieter, but it's still thumping down here. Look at the pickled vegetables. One of the Most delicious things about Turkish culture is their pickled vegetables. Look, so you've got pickled cauliflower, pickled cabbage, pickled chilies, pickled dill peppers, carrots,
The cheese is this side.
and over this side the guy's got all the different cheeses. So they're all like sort of feta cheeses and mozzarella cheeses. And of course, Lebna or Lebni. And he's got a stall here with halva. This guy over here's got all the nuts. Hello.
Welcome to Pazar.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Beautiful dates.
Oh, photo $5.
How much?
5 to 5?
65.
This is horma.
Horma dates.
Yes.
Yeah? Horma.
Kudüs.
And also the figs.
O nedir ya? Abi beni de çek.
Bizim amca çocukları.
There's the tea man.
Abi beni de çek.
Hello,
Abi ne olur
fellas.
beni de çek.
I see this guy every week. He's
Tamam
here.
oğlum gevezelik yapma işine bak.
The young guys, they run the stores. And this guy here is doing the.
O da sen çok gevezelik yapıyorsun.
Abi eldiven 5 liradır ha.
Ellerimi alma. Ellerimi alma.
Yakarsan 10 lira alırım.
There's always someone selling tea on the streets in Istanbul. Everybody,
The prices are quite keen. They're a lot lower than they were last week. Maybe they just come down in price, but they're all a lot lower.
Okay, the prices Michelle's notices are cheaper than they were last week. Could be because there's a little more competition for the business this week. Now we were surprised actually that how much are strawberries, Michelle, a
Well,
kilo?
I've been seeing them at 8.50, and they were 20 something last week.
So look, they've got the strawberries here, but they've also got bay leaves. I think these are bay leaves here.
Delicious, huh?
So one of the things we thought when we got to Turkey would be that everyone would be drinking the Turkish coffee, which they are. Sorry, olives. Look at these beautiful olives. So 16 liras, 14 liras, a variety of olives, stuffed olives. So I assumed that everyone would be drinking Turkish coffee, but by far the drink of Istanbul anyway is the tea, the black tea. They love the sweetened black tea. All the soft veggies, the lettuce, some herbs here. This is parsley, 1 lira. This guy's got the mushrooms. Michelle, we should probably get some mushrooms, yeah? Were they 10 lira a kilo last week?
No, they were more than that.
Were they?
Yeah.
Can I see half a kilo? Oop.
Giden bizden değil.
Half a kilo, that's okay. Thank you, sorry.
So,
So
we
we-
thought a kilo would be a lot of mushrooms.
Yeah, we'll be. So we're going for a half kilo of mushrooms. Strawberries look good, huh?
So that's 250 Australian a kilo.
Yeah, 250 Australian a kilo. It's probably about $1.80 US a kilo. And these beautiful. These are one packet of 10. So the Loganberries. What could we do with those? Are they almonds?
Eat them.
They must be almonds, I think.
So, yeah.
I think they're almonds in their shells. I'm not 100% sure. It might not be though. They might not be. I'm not sure why they would sell the almonds in their shells, whether they'd have a use for them. Look at the fruit. Pomegranates. Pears at 5 lira a kilo. Granny Smith's for Granny Smith's 4 liras a kilo. More mushrooms. Beans. Oh, I'm so glad. I hope they're open next week as well, because we'll come down and get another big shop.
Maybe get some fruit today.
good idea. Actually, we can stock up on some fruit. We were going for a big walk to take you around, but I think you'll agree it's quite nice to go around the market. I expected to come out today and film for you just the echoey, quiet streets of Istanbul, but no, it's not the case. It's bustling.
I read about the markets, so they were allowing the markets to trade, but just for food. Now this is still like it was last week, isn't it?
Well, this is not food. Good hat, man. There's a lot of, I suppose they're a refugee status, but a lot of guys here from Ghana and other parts of West Africa.
West Africa, yeah. We were talking
Yeah.
to someone.
So I don't know why. A lot of them came to Istanbul hoping to go to France, and they're stuck here in Istanbul. One of the, a few of the people we met said they were going back to Ghana because life was a lot better for them in Ghana than it was here. Anyway, sidestep. You can see the guy's cleaning his hands with the antiseptic. Hello. Hello. Oh, look, raisins and dates, more beautiful dried fruits. And I smell the spices now, the herbs and spices. Michelle, we do need to get some more herbs and spices.
That packet was quite good that we got.
Do you think so?
Yeah, it worked quite well, lasted quite well.
It was over here before,
I know.
wasn't it?
We passed it.
How much is this one? 3. Have you got 3?
Yeah, probably.
Get one. Okay, we're gonna get a little pack of these mixed spices here. You've got some chili, some pepper, some coriander. We found these quite good. It's 3 liras, so it's about I don't know,
75 cents.
75 cents. Now, if you're interested, I could do, and actually we probably will do, a video on how to make a really simple soup. So if you can get access to some fruit and vegetables, I think I might do a little recipe, you know, for those of you that are locked down and want to have something better than packet soups or cup of soups. Making your own soups at home, absolutely delicious. Hello, fella. The fish is looking good. It's tuna?
Palamut.
Palamut. Palamut.
This is shark.
This one is sharp, huh? Another cheese shop here. Look at the variety of cheeses. 22 a kilo, 30 a kilo, 28 a kilo. This is local Turkish lira, by the way. You can Google and see what your exchange rate is. More olives, the Eggman, all these beautiful eggs. The rices and pulses. Potato guy here. So 5 kilos for. Hello. Onions.
Hello.
Hello. More fish. This market goes on a long way down this street. A long way. What we might do, is because I really wanted to have a chat with you about how quiet it was going to be on the streets today in Istanbul, is we might head to the high street after this and have a little chat with you if it's a bit quieter. I'm so happy the market's open today. It's showing that, okay, some of you will say potentially, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm happy the market's open.
Well, we started the day with you talking out the window to the neighbours.
Yeah.
You couldn't go anywhere. Then we said, oh, we'll go for a little walk. We've got to get out.
There's a guy below us and we're sort of leaning out the window, doing what the Turks do very well, is just socially chatting out the windows, which they do all the time in our little street. And there's a bucket, see, just here. lady is getting her bread delivered. So she's got to wait until... Okay, he's going to send it up. People drop their buckets down from their apartments because the apartment's quite high. And they haven't got elevators in a lot of these buildings, so they drop a bucket down and they get their groceries delivered and put the money in. How much is that, honey?
Kilo 40 lira.
40
10 lira.
10 lira.
20.
Okay. Kilo here? Yeah.
This is a kilo, yeah?
Okay.
No, not now. Not now. I can't. Okay.
Abla, abla.
I love honey.
Thank you.
Euro na şama pun.
Good.
Güzel.
Yeah, very good.
Let's try this guy's honey, straight from the honeycomb. It's good honey. You want to get a 10?
Yeah.
We'll get some.
Here, let's put it here.
Okay, we'll have one. Okay, he's talked me into it. We're buying some honey. The honey here is so good. And honey is a major part of Turkish cuisine as well. There are very few dishes not served with honey and butter. We've got some beautiful fresh butter at home, so now I can add a little drizzle of honey over it and get a really Turkish experience.
It's food and underwear.
Lemons. How are you? Good? Okay, we come back for these loganberries. Thank you. And half kilo. Yeah. We get half kilo strawberries while we're out as well. The strawberries look beautiful today. So the guy there is selling tobacco and he's making sort of like handmade or tailor-made cigarettes. It's working out. I don't smoke, but for those of you that are interested, he's saying to me about 50 liras for 500 grams. So it's quite a lot of tobacco.
Yeah, it's very light, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very light. So about 10 liras for 100 grams of tobacco, and he sells all the papers and things. Don't smoke. It's not good for you. But anyway, you might be interested. I've got one of these very thin rolling pins in the market. I know, always got to buy something for the kitchen. Wasn't expensive, it was about $1.
About $1.
And I've got an idea of something that we can make. I might share with you as well. Forgive me if I don't, but yeah, I got one while it's fresh in my mind. Right. I'm going to turn the camera off in the market for the moment. We're going to, concentrate whether we can get a few bits and pieces for the rest of the week, and we'll see you outside the market. Okay. So there you are. Thought it was going to be completely deserted on the streets today. And we've got some fruit, a rolling pin, honey, a few vegetables, some spices and herbs.
We're set for a while.
Set for another week. So it is going to be problematic. I mean, we're quite happy to be in Turkey. Actually, this little shop here, he was open just now when we went past. We bought some lovely pasta from him yesterday. So yeah, we're quite happy. Okay. You're caught on video. How are you doing? So the streets are waking up. Some friends of ours from some neighbours of ours. And we were just saying to them that the markets are open. And he said, what about the bazaar? But I think perhaps they call the market the bazaar here. So the bazaar is open. And so yeah, what was I saying before?
You were saying how we've had lots provisions, you say, for the month?
I have no idea what I was saying now.
What were you saying,
So you
Steve?
meet you bump into people on the street, sit and chat for 10 minutes, and I lose my thread altogether. I mean, yes, we were planning to stay here in Istanbul anyway. It's gonna be a little disappointing if we can't go out and film all the beautiful sights and foods of Istanbul. But no, it's life. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And it's still beautiful. It's a little quieter than it was.
Sun shining.
Sun's out, that's all that matters, isn't it, Michelle?
Blue skies.
Our little doggy, back with the dog. He's happy, he's lapping up a bit of sunshine. Anyway, there's our update. I thought it was going to be a lot less activity in it than it turned out to be.
Whoop, careful.
Nevertheless, we film it as it happens. Take care, everyone. Be good. And we'll update you again. I'm sure things aren't going to necessarily get any better, but we'll update you again very shortly.
Take care.
Be good.